No, not the thong. The place where I bought. Oh, there was this place in New York called the Pleasure Chest. And they were convinced that I was a male stripper because I would go every week and buy a new thong. And I was like, I'm just a comedian, and they're like, yeah.
You had one that was a toucan with the beak that came out.
That's in that FYI I Want to FYI video. Yeah. Those are some good times.
A lot of these thongs are in our videos.
Yeah. I gotta do some sit-ups and some push-ups. And then maybe I'll be thong ready for the summer.
All right, so a quick heads up, we do have some more time, but we're getting close to the end, so we're gonna go rapid fire as many questions as we can, okay?
Okay, cool. Yes or no answers for everything.
Hi, I'm Fiona. And
No.
and I'm a fellow musician and my whole life, and I've struggled with and was recently diagnosed with OCD. And I just had some questions for you, Danny. If there were, during your times, like you talked before on Game Grumps, like your really low parts, if there was like a word or a phrase or a color or something that just kind of grounded you and helped you keep holding on tight to that love of music in your time.
You know what? It's like, it wasn't a word, it's just breathing. Like for me, like just deep breathing, like, cause when you're anxious, you usually like breathe from the chest and your shoulders go up and that stuff, but like, you wanna breathe from like the diaphragm down, and just like, so like breathe like slowly, and then like this other thing I learned was called whispered ahs, where you take a deep breath and then you just go, and something about that, it just like resets your nervous system, and then you're like, oh, I'm okay, and that like pulls you out of like panic. It does for me all the time. Yeah, you're welcome. I know, that's a weird thing to be like, yeah! No, but yeah, it helps. It sure helps.
Hey guys.
Hey.
I'm the parent of the 2-year-old who loves what she calls gay grumps, not game grumps.
Oh yeah, gay grumps.
So I've been wanting to introduce her to your music. What would be the best album to do that?
Whichever songs have the most ass sex.
Definitely Butt Sex Goldilocks.
Butt Sex Goldilocks, that's the one.
As the parent of a 2-year-old myself,
yes,
I can tell you that she, Audrey, loves Under the Covers and requests it all the time, usually by saying, Daddy's song, Daddy play piano, Danny sing, Daddy's song.
Yeah. Also, she refers to TWRP as Wobot Kitty Wobot Wobot.
She likes Kitty the most.
Yeah.
She actually learned one of the robots' names.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Good for her. So smart.
Woo! Holy shit. Okay, so I know that Father's Day is tomorrow. I was wondering if both of you would mind being my rad dads.
I'll be your daddy.
There you go. What an excellent question.
Hi, Danny.
Hey.
Do you have any advice for people that want to start doing their own music?
Just fucking go for it. Like, yeah, just do it. Do it and do not give a shit about what anyone says or thinks. That's it. Because honestly, I'm sorry. Like, I think part of what made it easier for me was while I was in my learning phase and like going through stuff that was not, putting on stuff that was not professional. Because the stuff you first put out will not be professional stuff. It's just how it goes. The fact that YouTube didn't exist at that time was very helpful because like you care so much about what you do, and then you work so hard and you put it out there, and then if you're new on YouTube, you put something out there, and immediately someone's like, "You suck!" And you're like, "Fuck that! Fuck them! Fuck everything! Just do it! Just go for it!"
The other thing I would say to that, just to add on to that, it's never going to be perfect. Don't wait for it to be perfect.
Right.
Just get something done and be happy with what you can do, because it's
don't-
never going to be what you hear in your head.
Yeah. And don't ever stop for any reason. That's it.
My question
question is, you guys mentioned going on tour and all that kind of stuff. Would you guys ever consider having local acts open up for you?
That's a good question. We've never really thought about opening bands in general, but yeah, we'd be happy to.
Yeah.
TWRP is awesome at that because they've done they've been road warriors a lot longer than we have. So I'm sure Dr. Sung will put out the feelers in every city we go to and just be like, hey, who would someone be cool? What's the name of your band, man? Hell's Scorched Earth.
Nice. That's an awesome fucking name.
I'm fucking fired up just thinking about it. It's awesome.
All right, guys, I have the very last question of the panel here with me.
Hi. Earlier you said that you were just recently learning how to sing correctly. What are you doing to learn how to sing correctly?
I found a really good teacher. This is all technical stuff, but I've always sang from the throat instead of the diaphragm, and when you do that, you tighten up, and you're trying to force air and notes out instead of starting the energy here and letting it just kind of get manipulated in your throat and then come out. So I was basically just fighting my own body every time I sang and tensing up. And you don't need to. Your vocal cords handle everything, and a posture, and I have to swim every day and just get in shape and all those different. Thank you. And all those things, but you can attest, it's totally different now.
Well, and yeah, you do actually sound very different, but just in general as a musician, you can always keep getting better. So you should always, if you can afford it, take lessons. There's no such thing as, oh, I have nothing more to learn. Even the best musician in the world still has miles to go.
Yeah, the drummer for Rush, Neil Peart, he so awesome. He is considered by many to be the greatest drummer in the world. And a couple of years ago, he completely changed his drumming style. He went back to school basically and learned a different way to drum. And they were like, why did you do that? You were already a master. And he was like, what is a master but a master student? And I was like, holy shit. Yeah, so that's definitely, you just always keep learning. Always keep learning. You can always get better. No problem.
So I guess that's it.
I just want to do one thing on this mic. Can I get a price check on one banana? One banana price check?
Nice. Before we do go, first of all, we just want to say thank you guys so much for being here. We would not be here without you guys, and we love you. You're the best.
Yeah, and if we didn't get to say hi to you, we just want you to know that, yeah, exactly. We fucking feel the love so hard from you guys.
I'm trying to do the hard thing.
We never lose sight, and we will never lose sight of the fact that you are the reason we're here, and we get to do what we love for a living, and we'll never be able to thank you enough. So thank you so much.
Two guys in the back you might want to talk to. Sean, the reporter, I think is back.